The term terroir is often used in the wine world, but what does it really mean? At its core, terroir refers to the unique combination of natural factors that influence how grapes grow and, ultimately, how a wine tastes. These factors include soil, climate, topography, and even the specific practices of the vineyard. In this video, we'll break down the concept of terroir and explore the seasonal work that goes into managing a vineyard, ensuring the grapes are of the highest quality. Let's begin with soil, which is one of the most fundamental elements of terroir. The type of soil in a vineyard can significantly affect the grapes and, by extension, the wine. For example, chalky or limestone-rich soils, like those in Champagne, are excellent at retaining water and imparting a minerality that enhances the wine's crispness and freshness. On the other hand, volcanic soils, such as those in Sicily or Santorini, contribute to wines with bold, vibrant flavors and unique earthy characteristics. Each soil type plays a role in how vines take up nutrients, retain water, and withstand the stresses of weather. Climate is another crucial aspect of terroir. Vines thrive in specific temperature ranges, and the climate of a region, whether cool, warm, or somewhere in between, has a direct impact on the wine. Cooler climates, like Burgundy or Germany's Moselle Valley, often produce wines with higher acidity and more restrained fruit flavors, while warmer regions, such as Napa Valley or Australia's Barossa, yield riper, fuller-bodied wines with more pronounced fruitiness. Even microclimates within a vineyard, such as variations in sunlight or wind exposure, can create subtle differences in grape ripening. Topography adds yet another layer of complexity. A vineyard's elevation, slope, and orientation to the sun can influence how grapes mature. Steeper slopes, like those found in the Rhone Valley or Portugal's Douro Valley, often result in better drainage and increased sun exposure, helping grapes ripen more evenly. At higher altitudes, cooler temperatures slow the ripening process, allowing grapes to retain more acidity and develop complex flavors. Seasonal vineyard management is where the human element meets the natural environment. Throughout the year, vineyard workers perform a range of tasks to nurture the vines and guide the grapes toward optimal ripeness. In the winter, vines are pruned to control their growth and focus the plant's energy on producing high-quality fruit. This careful pruning shapes the yield and ensures the plant remains healthy for the growing season. As spring arrives, the vines awaken from dormancy and begin to bud. During this time, vineyard managers monitor the vines closely, as late frosts can damage the delicate buds and reduce the yield. Protective measures, such as wind machines or smudge pots, are sometimes used to prevent frost damage. As the vines grow, canopy management becomes a key focus. By adjusting the leaves and shoots, workers ensure that the grapes receive adequate sunlight and airflow, which reduces the risk of disease and helps the fruit ripen evenly. Summer is a critical period for monitoring and maintaining the vines. Workers often thin the grape clusters, a process known as green harvesting, to concentrate the plant's energy on fewer, higher quality grapes. Irrigation, if used, is carefully controlled to avoid stressing the vines while still encouraging deep root growth. Finally, autumn brings the harvest, when the grapes have reached their ideal balance of sugar, acidity, and phenolic ripeness. Timing the harvest is both an art and a science, with winemakers testing the grapes in the vineyard and tasting them to determine the perfect moment to pick. Once harvested, the journey to the winery begins, where the transformation into wine will take place. For a practical exercise, choose a wine you enjoy and research its terroir. What is the region's climate? What type of soil do the vines grow in? Is the vineyard located on a slope or at an elevation? Understanding the story behind the wine's origin will give you a deeper appreciation for the role of terroir and vineyard management in shaping its character. In the next video, we'll delve into the critical stage of fermentation, exploring how yeast transforms grape juice into wine and how winemakers use this process to craft wines of distinct styles and flavors. For now, Savor the knowledge that every sip of wine carries the essence of the vineyard where it was born. Cheers to the beauty of terroir and the skill of those who tend the vines.